This is the fool who tonight is who's going to beat Congresswoman Liz Cheney in Wyoming. Listen to this.
Joe Biden is the largest or the most destructive human trafficker in our history. Joe Biden is the largest or the most destructive human trafficker in our history.
Okay. Joe Biden. Now I'm gonna play. Now this is a video of the fool who won the Republican nomination for governor in Arizona, former TV anchor Kari Lake.
Really think it's important for our representatives, governors, senators, everyone to try and apply pressure to Republicans with national influence to disband the FBI, to make sure that we reduce the scope of the IRS. It's a litmus test for me now.
100%, I agree. And we're going to push back with our states' rights. We're sovereign states. We are not serfs of the federal government. We created the federal government, and now they're like this big monster that's taken over our lives. And we're going to push back here. We're going to push on the 10th Amendment. And we are going to start taking on these issues from a state's point of view and a state's perspective, instead of letting these agencies with people who haven't been elected by the people dictate what we should be doing in our lives.
Really think it's important for.
So they're upset. They're upset because the Inflation Reduction Act authorizes the IRS to hire, thousands of more people. That's because literally the Republicans have been defunding the IRS because they don't like them catching tax cheats who are rich. In fact, they have been, I remember Eric Erickson, conservative out of Georgia, he put this thing out that, the IRS, they're going to be hiring all of these IRS agents to go after black and brown people. And I'm going, no, fool, they're going after rich white people. And in fact, Mustafa, the Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, has made it clear and has said, given a directive to the IRS, they are not going to be investigating and auditing people who make less than $400,000. They're using this new money to go after the millionaires and the billionaires who've been cheating this system. But these are, so I'm trying to get people to understand, people have got to stop saying Trump, Trump, Trump. No, this is the entire Republican Party, local, state, national. They're all crazy.
Right. Trump ran his presidency as a dictatorship. We all know that. But what he also did was, for all these folks who've been holding these types of views, maybe their whole lives, to now be able to bring those forward. And it's a very dangerous situation. People always talk about the dangers to democracy. Yes, that's important. But it's also dangerous to everyday folks out there across the country, because these folks want to destabilize and create chaos so that they can hold on to power, and so that they can seem like once they've created this chaotic situation that they can then swoop in and try and give some normalcy and try and settle things down. When you have individuals, not just, former or Donald Trump, but also these other individuals who are running for office, they're doing such a disservice because they continue to fan these flames. And as we've talked about on this show for a long time now, we see how it's starting to play out. We see all these militias. We see these nationalists. We see all the increases that are happening, around causing additional violence inside of communities. And now even the FBI is now having to deal with, the violence that's being directed toward them. All of it goes back to the rhetoric that these folks have been, just infusing into the country. And they're creating a situation that will be hard for people to come back from if we don't vote in this midterm and in the general election and begin to get things back on the right track and to begin to get some decency and humanity back into our everyday lives.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment.
When we invest in ourselves, our glow, our vision, our vibe, we all shine. Together, we are Black beyond measure.
Folks, Black Star Network is here.
Hold no punches.
I'm real revolutionary.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
Thank you for being the voice of Black America, Roland.
Stay black. I love y'all.
All momentum we have now, we have to keep this going.
The video looks phenomenal.
See, there's a difference between Black Star Network and Black-owned media and something like CNN.
You can't be Black-owned media and be scared.
It's time to be smart.
Bring your eyeballs home.
You dig?